Okay, you've read the title. Let's talk about the best graphics cards you can buy from $100 all the way up to $500. And of course, all of these cards are brand new, no used parts, and all are available from Amazon US at the time of recording. Okay, let's go. Let's start with cards under $100. Yes, boys, we can still get a decent brand new card for under $100. More specifically, 1 cent to $100. Yes, at $99.99, we can get this one, the Surlo RX 580 8GB card. Now, I know this is one of those Chinese brands, but it's a new card and it's an RX 580. Now, of course, this is the lower spec RX 580 with only 2048 stream processors, but it should still do the job. 2 fans, it has a heatsink, it can be loud, but the solution is get one of these and you should be fine. On our next tier between $100 and $200, we've got a few here, and first up is the 51 RISC RX 5500 XT. This comes with 8GB of GDDR6, 128-bit bus. It's good for 1080p gaming. It only uses an 8-pin power connector. Still comes with that dual fan with heatsink design. Its output includes a 3 display ports and 1 HDMI, and as I've said before, this is a pretty decent card. The RX 5500 XT is actually pretty decent for 1080p gaming. This one will only cost you $135. Next up on our stack is the Surlo GTX 1660 Super. Yes, it's the same Chinese brand as our under $100. This one comes with 6GB of GDDR6 memory, 192-bit bus, still has that dual fan design and has that, a little bit of red accents here and there. It comes with an 8-pin power connector, 1 display port and 1 HDMI, and oddly 1 DVI port as well. Bruh. I mean, who uses that one nowadays? Anyway, it's still decent for 1080p gaming. Now, you can't use DLSS on GTX cards, but you can still use FSR with this card. This one's currently priced at $169. It has a $10 coupon code, bringing it down to $159. Still a decent deal if you prefer Nvidia cards. So yes, but if you prefer a mainstream Nvidia brand, our choice would be the EVGA GTX 1660 SC Ultra Gaming. This only comes with a 6GB GDDR5 memory. It's a slower memory compared to our Super variant, but it's still good enough for 1080p gaming. Now, EVGA is out of the GPU industry, but they would still support these guys. The price is $199. It's definitely not the best price compared to everything else that we mentioned, but hey, if you want an Nvidia card from a reputable brand, this is the way to go. So pick this one if you prefer that over raw performance. And lastly, the best deal of this tier is the PowerColor RX 6600 non-XT Fighter. It comes from the RDNA 2 architecture, 8GB of GDDR6. Of course, you can use the AMD's latest features on this one. Now, this card just has amazing performance. Definitely the best bang for the buck card for only $199. Now, amongst every card in this video, this is the best deal right here. And for anyone that's still convinced that AMD has bad drivers, well, let me just tell you that both AMD and Nvidia do have issues on their drivers, but these are things of the past. Both AMD and Nvidia do have decent drivers at this stage, and it's been like that for a few years now. So yes, for our next tier between $200 and $300, like the other one, we've got a few options here. First up on our list is the XFX Speedster RX 6650 XT Merc 308. It's still from the RDNA 2 architecture. It's a refreshed version of the OG RX 6600 XT. Comes with triple fan design, decent build quality, 8GB of GDDR6 memory. That's faster than the RTX 3060, 12GB on raster performance, or basically raw performance. It's simple and good for only $249. Now, if you prefer the green theme, our option would be the MSI RTX 3060 12GB card Ventus 2X. It's recently dropped its price and now is at $289.99. Generally, it's about 8% weaker compared to the RX 650 XT, but hey, you enjoy 12 gigabytes of VRAM and also Nvidia features like DLSS, and don't even think about ray tracing on this card. That's pointless at this tier. Comes with dual fan design, definitely not the best, but does the job. On streaming, you can use Nvidia, which is a little bit better compared to AMD's offering, just a little bit. Alright, now if you want a newer card, we have the XFX RX 7600. Now this is AMD's new budget card for the RDNA 3 architecture. Only has 8GB of GDDR6, 8GB of GDDR6, but it comes with modern features like the AV1 encoder. And if you stream in YouTube, you will like this a lot. Better streaming quality. I mean, you can look at multiple reviews out there. The price is $269, but we think this is worth considering if you want to take advantage of AV1 encoding. Now, this card also comes with AMD's version of AI cores, but we still have to see how this will be utilized in the future. Now, if you have patience and you want to wait for July, the RTX 4060 is coming out at $299 MSRP. Now we don't know how this will perform. I'm guessing this will probably be close to the RTX 3060, 12GB in performance, maybe a few percentage up. However, we do know that this will be an efficient card in terms of power consumption, but the big caveat here is that it will only come with 8GB of VRAM. Once again, 8GB of VRAM compared to 12GB of VRAM from the previous generation RTX 3060. So it's up to you if you want to wait for that card, but those are our options for this tier, boys. Before we carry on, if you guys watching this video is interested in building a PC over the next few months, we do these build guides on different price points every month. So hit that subscribe button if you want to be up to speed with the best value PC specs. We do all the research for you, so you wouldn't need to spend more time researching or Googling. Anyway, let's go back to for the $300 to $400 tier. We got a couple here. The first one is the Power Color RX 6700 XT Fighter 12GB. Still an RDNA 2 card, but comes with 12GB of VRAM. It trades blows with RTX 3060 Ti and even the newer RTX 4060 Ti on some games. It comes with a dual fan design, black theme, pretty simple. Performance is decent. The RX 6700 XT is definitely one of our favorite cards here from Team Red. So yeah, this one's pretty decent. Now, if you prefer the green theme, our choice would be the Zotac RTX 3060 Ti Twin Edge OC Edition. Only comes with 8GB of VRAM and it's the GDDR6 version. Now there is a GDDR6X version, but it's really expensive. And this one only costs $332, which is a good price if you want to go with Team Green. And like before, the major downside of this card is the 8GB of VRAM. If you want to play on high fidelity, this will be the limiting factor in the next few years. So yeah, put that one into consideration. Now we're going to skip the $400 to $500 mark because none of the products in that price range makes sense to me. Let's jump to the $500 price point. First up is the Sapphire RX 6800 Pulse. It comes with a whooping 16GB of GDDR6 VRAM. Easily beats the 3060, 3060 Ti and the 4060 Ti, which is the new card. It's currently priced at $509 and will demolish any of Nvidia's offering in this price at raw raster performance. Now there is a new RTX 4060 Ti with 16GB coming July, but that one will have the same specs as the 8GB variant apart from the VRAM change. And putting that into consideration, the RX 6800 is 24% faster than the 4060 Ti. Let me repeat that again, 24% faster in terms of raw performance compared to the 4060 Ti. And having extra VRAM for the $499 RTX 4060 Ti 16GB wouldn't change that. If you want the best deal in this tier, the card to get for $10 more is the XFX Swift 319 RX 6800 XT. RDNA 2 architecture, but comes with 16 gigabytes of GDDR6 RAM, 32% faster in raw performance versus the RTX 4060 Ti. This is just two different levels here. Let me repeat that again. 32% difference in raw performance for $20 more. That's a no-brainer. I will definitely get this card over the 4060 Ti any day, even if you put 16 gigabytes of VRAM in that 4060 Ti. Now, which among those cards are you most interested or planning to buy? For us, one of our favorite cards is the RX 6600 non-XT at $199. That thing's a no-brainer. We recently done a video with the RX 6600 non-XT right here. So if you want to see how the RX 6600 non-XT performs on real-world competitive gameplay, click this video right here and we'll see you guys over there.